Hey, what should I do when my cat keeps scratching the door in the middle of the night?
I've realized something. Cats everywhere seem to share the same weird habits. A ton of people have told me they've had this exact same problem. It all started with my cat, Nugget. Back when he was a kitten, he was super clingy. He would follow me around everywhere. His main hangout was my bedroom. But as he grew up and got used to the space, he started expanding his territory, off to explore the living room. I usually edit videos in my bedroom, so Nugget would jog laps in the living room during the day, then return to the bedroom to sleep at night. But here's the thing, our sleep schedules? Completely different. At first, I'd sleep, he'd sleep. I'd wake, he'd wake. But over time, that evolved into, I sleep, he's awake. I wake up, he goes to sleep. And that wasn't even the worst part. Since I'm a video editor, I usually crash in my home studio. Friends and co-workers drop by a lot, because of the way the room is laid out. If someone opens the door, they can see straight into my bedroom. So for the sake of some basic privacy, I like to sleep with the door shut. But for some reason, Nugget hates that. I don't know what his deal is. He absolutely loses it when I close the door. If I leave him inside the room, he scratches and yowls to get out. Or he starts ramming his head against my face. If I try to ignore him, he'll start pacing dramatically back and forth in front of me like a tiny, angry protester. I remember my high school physics teacher explaining pressure. The greater the force per unit area, the more pressure. Didn't get it back then. But Nugget, he's here to give me a practical demonstration. When I pick him up, feels light as a feather. But when he walks across my body in bed, oh my God, he turns into a fully loaded massage chair with violent intent. Every step, right on a pressure point. Even through the blanket, it's like getting stabbed with a stick. That's usually when I snap and try to catch him. But he immediately bolts. And you know what he does? He tries to lead me to the door. He wants me to get up and open it for him. So I tried outsmarting him. Pretended to lie back down, set a little cat trap. But cats are clever little gremlins. Nugget isn't like my other cat, Pickles. Pickles is a total boomer, falls for anything. Nugget, on the other hand, has been through the trenches. He's seen all my tricks. Like when I stick my hand out from under the blanket to bait him. He just stares, swats once, then instantly retreats, mission aborted. There's no winning. Eventually, I give in and open the door. And then, here comes the worst part. I open the door, and Nugget just stands there. He doesn't even come in. He just wanted the door open. So now I can't close it. I end up leaving it barely ajar, just enough for him to squeeze through. And that's exactly what he does. He pushes it open just wide enough for his Fluffy, but to sneak in. Then he goes off to the living room, plays around for a bit, then pops his head back through the crack to check if I'm still in bed, then leaves, then comes back, then yowls, wants a churu snack. And I realize, this cat is basically a toddler. Reminds me of when I was a kid. I'd sit next to my dad while he read the newspaper, driving toy cars around on the floor, play for a bit, then go peek at what he was doing, then come back, then ask for candy. Yeah, that's exactly what Nugget's doing. So I came up with a plan. Let him come and go as he pleases, without me having to leave the door open. Conveniently, there was a contractor working in the apartment next door. So I asked him, hey, could you cut a hole at the bottom of my bedroom door? He said sure, came over and made a cat-sized hole. Then I installed a little pet door flap. Now Nugget can go in and out freely, and I can still shut my door. At first, I regretted everything. Nugget acted like it was the greatest invention in human history. He went through it like 800 times a day. From morning until midnight, all I heard was flap, 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 and occasionally a loud yowl from getting his paw stuck in the flap. Had to go rescue him. But eventually, he got bored, and things finally calmed down. So here's my advice. If your cat won't stop scratching at your door every night. Option 1, sleep with the door open. Option 2, do what I did. Cut a hole. Install a flap. Let them come and go. Or if all else fails, adjust their sleep schedule to match yours. Otherwise, there's really no escaping it.